The Flash Season 5, Episode 18, titled Godspeed. Now, this episode is all about Team Flash finding out why is Nora even talking to the Reverse Flash. Why is she even just talking to VR Thawne, understanding the history that Barry and the rest of the team has with the Reverse Flash. So, as an audience, we are most of this episode in 2049, and we witness the origin story of Nora, her relationship with people in her timeline, finding out, you know, how she got powers, how she finds out she got powers, and soon the meeting of Nora and VR Thawne. And here's the thing, this episode I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed this episode, but I only got one criticism, and I believe the only criticism I have is it's a little bit too pandering over the pilot. Like, I get it, that may felt like it'd be cool to have Nora be introduced and do certain things that Barry did in the pilot, and I was just like, okay, it was cool at first, but then the more they did it, the more I'm like, okay, this is, can we just move on? Can you please stop? Can you please stop doing it? But then the rest of the episode I quite enjoyed. There's a lot of emotion parts in this episode. There's like, definitely in the last few minutes, there's an emotional part where Barry, spoiler, giving Nora a message from let's say 2019, because I assume it's at Crisis, because the sky is red, and no, in DC Comics, if the sky is red, the Earth is shit. It's in a shit state. So that moment, I got a good emotional helm towards it. This episode has a really good writing of characters and on us understand the relationships that Nora has or had in her timeline, to the point when characters die. I don't want to spoil who dies, but if any characters die in it, there's a emotional response towards it. And the ending, like, you know, like how Barry fully reacts to the actual news, that the reasons why and all that, I was like, holy crap, that was dark. I don't want to spoil how, and then the post-credit scene, I was like, there's some really good performances here. There's some really good performances, and really good scenes in those performances as well. Now, let's talk about the title, the episode title character, Godspeed. Godspeed has been around in the comics for a couple of years. He's been around since I'll say mid 2016. So he's basically he's a baby. This character, he's a baby. And the thing with it, knowing that Godspeed was going to be just a one-shot villain, I thought it'd be like typical cartoon dialogue that the Flash normally does, but they kind of still do that, but still have like layers on him. And it probably also helped that God, that suit translates. That suit totally translates. That's a comic book suit that translates onto a live action format. So I was like, wow, he looks cool, isn't it? So yeah, I was really pleased over Godspeed, and yeah, I really enjoyed